guys, I'm back. Today I'm going to read 1 Chronicles 3-9, Proverbs 4, and Psalm 12. Let's get started. These are the sons of David who were born to him in Hebron: the firstborn Ammon by Ahinoam the Jezreelite, the second Daniel by Abigail the Carmelite, the third Absalom, whose mother was Maacah, the daughter of Talmai king Geshur, the fourth Adonijah, whose mother was Haggith, the fifth Shephatiah by Abital, the sixth Ithream by his wife Eglah. Six were born to him in Hebron, where he reigned for 7 years and 6 months, and he reigned 39 years in Jerusalem. These were born to him in Jerusalem: Shimei, Shobab, Nathan, and Solomon, four by Bathsheba, the daughter of Aniel, then Ibhar, Elishama, Eliphalet, Noah, Nuga, Nepheg, Japhia, Elishama, Eliada, and Eliphalet, 9. And all these were David's sons, besides the sons of the concubines, and Tamar was their sister. The sons of Solomon was Rehoboam, Abijah his son, Asa his son, Jehoshaphat his son, Joram his son, Ahaziah his son, Joash his son, Amaziah his son, Azariah his son, Jotham his son, Ahaz his son, Hezekiah his son, Manasseh his son, Amon his son, Josiah his son, the sons of Josiah, Johanan the first one, the second Jehoiakim, the third Zedekiah, the fourth Shammah, the tenth of Jehoiakim, Jeconiah his son, Zedekiah his son, and the son of Jeconiah the captive, Shealtiel his son, Malchiel, Pedaiah, Shenaz, and Jechemiah, Hoshama, and Nedabiah, and the sons of Pedaiah, Zerubbabel, and Shimeon, the sons of Zerubbabel, and Eshalom, and Hananiah, and Shalom was their sister, and Hashuma, or Berechiah, and Hasaniah, and Jeshua, and the sons of Hananiah, Halatiah, and Jeshua, the son of Rephaiah, his son Anna, his son Obadiah, his son Shechaniah, the son of Shechaniah, Shemaiah, and the sons of Shemaiah, Hattash, Egal, Bariah, Neriah, and Shaphat, 6. The sons of Neriah, Elionai, Hizkiah, and Azrikam, 3. The sons of Eliana, Hodaviah, Elisha, Peleh, Akab, Johanan, Deleh, and Anani, 7. The sons of Judah, Perez, Hezron, Carmi, and Shobal. Miriam, the son of Shobal, father Jahath, and Jahath, father Ahumai, and Lahad. These are the clans of the Zorathites. These were the sons of Eda, Jezreel, Ishmael, and Idbash. And the name of their sister was Hazelelponi, and Peter, father Gedor, and Ezra, father Hoshea. These are the sons of Hur, the first one of Ephrathah, the father of Benjamin. Asher, the father of Tekoa, had 2 wives, Hela and Nara. Nara bore Ahazah, and Hefer, Temeni, and Hashtari. Asa, the sons of Nara, the sons of Hela, Sereth, Izhar, and Ethna. Called father Ahab, Zobedah, and cleansed Aharah, the sons of Haram. Jabez was more honorable than his brothers, and his mother called his name Jabez, saying, "Because I bore him in pain." Jabez called upon the God of Israel, saying, "Oh, that you would bless me and enlarge my border, and that your hand might be with me, so that you would keep me from harm, so that it might not bring me pain." And God granted what he asked. Shelah, the brother of Shuha, father Mahir, and father Ashton, father Betharaphah, Pessi, and Tehina, and the father of Nahash. These are the men of Reka, the sons of Kenaz, Othniel, and Serach, and the sons of Othniel, Hahath, and Meonothai. Meonothai, father Ophrah, and Serach, father Joab, the father of Harashim, so called because they were crossed. The sons of Caleb, the son of Jephunneh, Ira, Ella, and Nam. The sons of son of Ella, Kenaz, the son of Jehalelel, Ziph, Ziphrah, Tyria, and Nasara. The sons of Jether, Mered, Ether, and Jalon. These are the sons of Bithia, the daughter of Pharaoh, whom Mered married, and he conceived and bore Miriam, Shammai, and Ishbel, the father of Eshtamal. As Judah, wife, bore Jether, Jared, the father of Gedor, Heber, the father of Socher, and Jekuthiel, the father of Zonah. The sons of the wife of Hodiah, the sister of Naham, were the fathers of Keilah, the Garmite, and Eshtamal, the Maacathite. And the sons of Shimon, Ammon, Rena, Bethhanan, and Tillah. The sons of Ishi, Zohath, and Ben Zohath. The sons of Shelah, the son of Judah, they the father of Lega, Laada, the father of Mesha, and the clans of the house of little workers at Beth Ashbea, and Jacob, and the men of Kozeba, and Joash, and Sarah, who ruled in Moab and returned to Lehem. And these were the potters who were inhabitants of Natan and Gedor. They lived there in the king's sons of Simi, Nimel, Jamin, Zarab, Zerah, Shul. Shalom was his son, Mibsam his son, Mishma his son, sons of Mishma, Hamiel his son, Zachar his son, Shimei his son. Shimei had 16 sons. and 6 daughters, but his brothers did not have many children, nor did all their clan multiply like the Magi. They lived in Beersheba and Moldah, Hazar, Shur, Bilhah, Azam, Tola, Bethel, Hormah, Ziklag, Beth Markaboth, Hazar, Susan, Beth Biri, and Sharim. These are their cities until David reigned. And their villages were Etam, Ain, Rimmon, Token, and Asher. 5 cities along with all their villages were around these cities as far as Baal. These were the settlements, and they kept a genealogical record. Meshabab, Jamlach, Jerushah the son of Amaziah, Jehu the son of Joshibia, the son of Sariah, son of Ahishah, Elianai, Jacobah, Jeshohaiah, Asaiah, Adiel, Jesimiel, Benaiah, Ziza, the son of Shiphi, son of Alan, son of Judea, son of Shimri, son of Shemaiah. These mentioned by name were princes in their clans, and their father's house increased greatly. They journeyed to the entrance of Gedor to the east and back, to seek pasture for their flocks. There they found rich and good pasture, and the land was very broad, quiet, and peaceful, but the former inhabitants there belonged to Ham. These, registered by name, came in the days of Hezekiah, king of Judah, and destroyed their tents and the meat who were found there, and marked them for destruction to this day, and settled in their place, because there was pasture there for the flocks. And some of them, 500 men of the Simeonites, went to Mount Seir, having as their leaders Pelatiah, Neriah, Raphael, and Uzziel, the sons of Ishi, having defeated the remnant of the Amalekites, who had escaped, and they have lived there to this day. Sons of Reuben, the firstborn of Israel. Sons of Reuben, the firstborn of Israel, Hanok, Palu, Hezron, and Carmi, the sons of Joel, Shimei his son, Gog his son, Hishima his son, Micah his son, Ray his son, Baal his son, Bera his son, whom Tirza, king of Syria, carried away into exile. He was the chief of the Reubenites, and his kinsmen by their clans, when the genealogy of their nations was recorded. The chief Jeel and Zechariah, and Bela the son of Azaz, son of Shema, son of Joel, who lived in Arah, as far as Nebo and Baal-meon. He also lived to the east, as far as the entrance of the desert, this side of the Euphrates, because their livestock had multiplied in the land of Gilead. And in the days of Saul they waged war against the Hagrites, who fell into their hand, and they lived in the tents throughout all the region east of Gilead. The sons of Gad lived over against them in the land of Bashan, as far as Salcah, Joel the chief, Shaphan the second, Janai, and Shaphan and Bashan. And they continued according to their father's houses: Michael, Mishal, Shabbat, Jorai, Jacka, and Zia, and Abba. 7. These are the sons of Abihail, the son of Huri, son of Jeroah, son of Gilead, son of Michael, son of Jeshishai, son of Jahdai, son of Buz. Ahi, the son of Abdiel, son of Guni, was chief in their father's houses. And they lived in Gilead and Bashan and its towns, in all the pastures they showed to their limits. All of these were recorded in genealogies in the days of Jotham the king of Judah, and in the days of Jeroboam king of Israel. The Reubenites, the Gadites, and the half-tribe Manasseh were valiant men who carried shield and sword, and drew the bow, expert in war, 44,760, able to go to war. They waged war against the Hagrites, Jittah, Naphish, and Noda, and they prevailed over them. The Hagrites and all who were with them were given into their hands. They cried out to God in the battle, and they granted their urgent plea because they trusted in him. They carried off their livestock, 50,000 of their camels, 25,000 sheep, 250,000 sheep, 2,000 donkeys, and 100,000 men alive. But many fell because the war was of God, and they lived in their place until the exile. The members of the half-tribe Manasseh lived in the land. They were very numerous, from Bashan to Baal-Hamon, Sinner, and Mount Hermon. These were the heads of their fathers' houses: Ephah, Ishi, Eliel, Azriel, Jeremiah, Hodaviah, and Jahdiel. Mighty warriors, famous men, heads of their fathers' houses. But they broke faith with the God of their fathers, and were whored after the gods of their peoples in the land, whom God had destroyed from before them. So the God of Israel stirred up the spirit of Pul, king of Syria, the spirit of Tiglath-Pileser, king of Syria, and he took them into exile, namely the Reubenites, the Gadites, and the half-tribe Manasseh, and brought them to Hala, Habel, Harah, and the river Gozan, to this day. The sons of Levi, Gershon, Kohath, and Merari. The sons of Kohath, Amram, Izhar, Hebron, and Uzziel. The children of Amram, Aaron, Moses, and Miriam. The sons of Aaron, Nadab, Abihu, Elazar, and Ithamar. Elazar father Phinehas, Phinehas father Abishur, Abishur father Bucky, Bucky father Uzzi, Uzzi father Zerahiel, Zerahiel father Meraioth, Meraioth father Amari, Amari father Ahitub, Ahitub father Zadok, Zadok father Ahimaaz, Ahimaaz father Azariah, Azariah father Johanan, and Johanan father Azariah, Azariah father Amari, Amari father Ahitub, Ahitub father Zadok, Zadok father Shalom, Shalom father Hilkiah, Hilkiah father Azariah, Azariah father Sarah, Sarah father Jehozadak. And Jehozadak went into exile when the Lord sent Judah and Jerusalem into exile by the hand of Nebuchadnezzar. The sons of Levi, Gershon, Kohath, and Merari. And these are the names of the sons of Gershon: Libni and Shimon. The sons of Kohath, Amram, Izhar, Hebron, and Uzziel. The sons of Merari, Mali, and Mushi. These are the clans of the Levites according to their fathers: of Gershon, Gershon, Limli his son, Jahath his son, Zimah his son, Joe his son, Eder his son, Sarah his son, Jethro his son, the sons of Kohath, Aminadab his son, Joel, Korah his son, Asir his son, Elkanah his son, Abiasaph his son, Asir his son, Tahath his son, Uriel his son, Uzziel his son, Joel his son, sons of Elkanah, Amasa and Hemoth, Elkanah his son, Zophai his son, Nahath his son, Eliab his son, Joriab his son, Elkanah his son, sons of Samuel, Joel his first one, the second of Abijah, and the sons of Mali, Libni his son, Shemir his son, Uzzah his son, Shimei his son, Haggai his son, and Isaiah his son. And these are the men whom David put in charge of the service of Solomon in the house of the Lord after the ark rested there. They ministered with Solomon before the tabernacle of the tent meeting until Solomon built the house of the Lord in Jerusalem. And they performed the service according to their order. These are the men who served and their sons. Of the sons of Kohathites, Heman the singer, son of Joel, son of Samuel, son of Elkanah, son of Jebehu, son of Eliel, son of Tola, son of Steph, son of Elkanah, son of Mahath, son of Amasai, son of Elkanah, son of Joel, son of Azariah, son of Zephaniah, son of Tahath, son of Asir, son of Abiasaph, son of Korah, son of Izhar, son of Kohath, son of Levi, son of Israel, and his brother Asaph. He stood on his right hand daily, Asaph, the son of Berechiah, son of Shimei, son of Michael, son of Basai, son of Malchijah, son of Ethni, son of Zerah, son of Adair, son of Ethan, son of Zimah, son of Shimei, son of Jahath, son of Gershon, son of Levi. On the left hand were their brothers, the sons of Merari, Ethan, the son of Kishi, son of Abdi, son of Malach, son of Hashabiah, son of Amaziah, son of Hilkiah, son of Amzi, son of Bani, son of Shema, son of Mali, son of Mushi, son of Merari, son of Levi, and their brothers the Levites were appointed for all the service of the tabernacle of the house of God. Aaron and his son made offerings on the altar of burnt offering and on the altar of incense for all the work of the sacrifice, and to make atonement for Israel, according to all that Moses the servant of God had commanded. These are the sons of Aaron. Eleazar his son, Phinehas his son, Abishua his son, Buki his son, Uzzi his son, Zerah his son, Merath his son, Mary his son, Ahitub his son, Zadok his son, Ahimaaz his son. These are the generations according to their sons. Within their borders, the sons of Aaron of the clans of the Kohathites. For theirs is the first law. To them they gave Hebron in the land of Judah to the surrounding grasslands. But the fields of the sea, and the villages they gave to Caleb the son of Jephunneh. To the sons of Aaron they gave the cities of refuge. Hebron, Lebanon with its pasturelands, Gitia, Eshtamoa with its pasturelands, Hilim with its pasturelands, Debir with its pasturelands, Ashan with its pasturelands, and Bethshemesh with its pasturelands. And of the tribe of Benjamin, Gibeon with its pasturelands, Alameth with its pasturelands, and Anathoth with its pasturelands. All their cities throughout their clans is 13. The rest of the Kohathites were given by law out of the clan of the tribe, and out of the half tribe of the half of Manasseh 10 cities. To the Gershonites, according to their clans, were allotted 13 cities. And the tribes of Isaac, Asher, Naphtali, and Manasseh and Bashan. To the Merarites, according to their clans, were allotted 12 cities out of the tribes of Reuben, Gad, and Zebulun. The people of Israel gave Levites the cities with their pasture. He gave my lot out of the tribes of Judah, Simeon, and Benjamin, these cities that I mentioned by name. And some of the clans of the sons of Kohath had cities of their territory out of the tribe of Ephraim. They were given the cities of refuge, Shechem with the pasturelands in the hill country of Ephraim, Gaza with the pasturelands, Jokmeam with the pasturelands, Beth-horon with the pasturelands, Aijalon with the pasturelands, Gathrim with its pasturelands, and other half tribe of Manasseh, Aina with its pasturelands, and Bileam with its pasturelands, with the rest of the clans of the Kohathites. So the Gershonites were given out the clan of the half tribe of Manasseh, Golan and Bashan with its pasturelands, and Ashtaroth with its pasturelands, and out the tribe of Isaac, Kadesh with its pasturelands, Kadesh with its pasturelands, Jabroth with its pasturelands, Ramoth with its pasturelands, and Aina with its pasturelands, out of the tribe of Asher, Mashal with its pasturelands, Abdon with its pasturelands, Shakok with its pasturelands, and Rahal with its pasturelands, and out of the tribe of Naphtali, Kadesh and Galilee with its pasturelands, Hammon with its pasturelands, and Kirthaim with its pasturelands. To the rest of the Merarites were allotted out of the tribe of Zebulun, Rabboni with its pasturelands, Tabor with its pasturelands, and beyond the Jordan at Jericho on the east side of the Jordan, the tribe of Reuben, Bezin in the waters with its pestilence, Shasha with its pestilence, Kedemoth with its pestilence, and Mephath with its pestilence, and the tribe of Gath, Ramoth and Gilead with its pestilence, Mahanaim with its pestilence, Heshbon with its pestilence, and Jazer with its pestilence. The sons of Isaac, Tola, Pua, Jashem, Shimron, 4. And the sons of Tola, Uzzi, Raphael, Jeriel, Jabai, Ibsam, and Shemel, heads of their father's house, namely of Tola, mighty warriors of their generations. And number in the days of David, being 22,600. The sons of Uzzi, Israel, and the sons of Israel, Michael, Obadiah, Joel, and Issachar. All 5 of them were chiefmen. And among them for their generations, according to their father's house, were units of the army for war. 36,000. 36,000. For they had many wives and stuff, and came to one to all the clans of Isaac were 187,000 mighty warriors, and all by genealogy. The sons of Benjamin, Bela, Becher, and Jediel. 3. The sons of Bela, Asmon, Uzi, Uziel, Jeremoth, and Eri, from 5 hands of 5 houses, mighty warriors, and then Roman by genealogy. By genealogies was 22,034. The sons of Becher, Zemira, Joash, Eliezer, Eliana, Omri, Jeremoth, Abijah, and sons of Alameth. And all these were the sons of Becher, and they were Roman by genealogies, according to the generations as heads of their fathers and the mighty warriors was 20,200. And the sons of Jediel, Bilhan, and the sons of Bilhan, Jewish, Benjamin, Ehud, Jenana, Zethan, Tashish, and Ahi, Shahar. All these were the sons of Jediel according to the heads of their fathers' houses. Mighty warriors 17,200, able to go to war. And Shapim and Hupham were the sons of Hashim, the son of Ahab, the sons of Naphtali, Jastiel, Guni, Jez, and Shama, the descendants of Bilhah, the sons of Manasseh. And Jastiel, Guni, Jez, and Shama, and the descendants of Bilhah, the sons of Manasseh. Israel, and whom his Aramean concubine bore. She bore Machir, the father of Gilead, and Machir took a wife for Hupham and for Shapim. And the name of his sister was Maacah, and the name of the second was Zelophehad, and Zelophehad had daughters. Maacah, the wife of Machir, bore a son, and she called his name Paris. The name of his brother was Shemit, and the sons of Ulan, Arachah, Regem, the sons of Ulan, Bedan. These were the sons of Gilead, the son of Machir, and the son of Manasseh, and his sister Hamelechah, or Ishod, Abiza, and Malaz, the sons of Shemida, Lehi, and Shechem, Lichi, and Anim, the sons of Ephraim, Shuthelah, and Bered his son, Tath his son, Eldad his son, Tath his son, Zabah his son, Shuthelah his son, and Ezra and Elid, whom the men of Gath who were born in the land killed, because they came down to raid their livestock. And Ephraim their father met many days, and his brothers came to comfort him. And Ephraim went in to his wife, and she conceived and bore a son, and he called his name Beri, because disaster had befallen his house. His daughter was Shira, who built both Lower and Upper Bethhoron, and Shira. Rapha was his son, Rasheph his son, Tola his son, Tad his son, Laden his son, Amahad his son, Elishama his son, Nun his son, Joshua his son. Their possessions and settlements were Bethel and its towns, and to the east Nara, and to the east west Gaza and its towns, Shechem and its towns, and Aya and its towns, was in possession of the Manassites. Esheen and its towns, Tanak and its towns, Megiddo and its towns, Dawn and its towns. In the east lived the sons of Joseph, the son of Israel, the sons of Asher, Imnah, Ishvi, Beri, and this is Sarah. The sons of Beri, Heber, and Malkiel, who fathered Berzeiah. Heber fathered Japhlet, Shomer, Hotham, and this is Shua. The sons of Japhlet, Pasak, Bimhol, and Ashvath. These are the sons of Japhlet. The sons of Shema, his brother, Barakah, Jehabah, and Aaron. The sons of Helam, his brother, Zophah, Imnah, Shalish, and Amal. The sons of Zophah, Shua, Hanaphah, Shua, Beri, Imrah, Bezah, Hod, Shema, and Shilsha, Ephraim, and Beerah. The sons of Jephthah, Pispa, and Ar. The sons of Ulah, Ar, Haniel, and Rizia. All these were men of heads of father's house, they proved mighty warriors. He for the princes, they number him more by genealogies. And the service in war was 26,000 men. Benjamin's father saw Bel and his firstborn, and Ashbel the second, and Harad the third, Noah the fourth, and Rapha the fifth. And Rapha the fifth. And Bela had sons. And Ada, Gera, Abishua, Nama, name Ahoa, Gera, Shephaphah, and Huram. And these are the sons of Ehud. And name Ahijah and Gera, that is Heglam, who fathered Uzzah, and Ahahad, and Sharaim fathered sons in the country of Moab. After he had sent away Hashem and Barah his wife, he fathered sons of Mahodesh his wife, Zobah, Jobab, Azubia, Misha, Malka, and Juice, Sechim, and Merba. These were these sons, heads of father's houses. Here's your father's sons by Husham, Abital, and Elpal, sons of Elpal, Abba, Misha, and Shema, who built Ono and Lob with his towns, and Breed and Shema, and Ahio, Shasha, and Jeremiah. Zebedee, Arad, Eda, Michael, Ishpa, and Joha, the sons of Beri, Zebedee, and Misha, his key, Hela, Ishmael, Isaiah, and Jerubbaal were the sons of Elbaal. Jachin, Zitri, Zabdi, Elionai, Silathai, Eliel, Adaiah, Beriah, and Shemai were the sons of Shimi, Ishmael, Ebba, Eliel, Abdon, Zitri, Hananiah, Ella, and Theriathija, Ifdeh, and Pino. And Pino were the sons of Shashak, and Shamshir, Shehariah, Athaliah, Jerushiah, Elijah, and Zitri were the sons of Jeroham. These were the heads of their fathers' houses. According to their generations, chiefmen, these lived in Jerusalem. And Jeiel, the father of Gibeon, lived in Gibeon. And the name of his wife was Maacah. His firstborn son, Abdon, then Zer, Kishbal, Nadab, Gedor, Ahir, Zechah, and Mikloth. Now these are those who lived opposite their kinsmen in Jerusalem with their kinsmen. Nether was the father of Kish. Kish of Saul, Jonathan, and Malchi-Shua, Abinadab, and Ishmael, the son of Ishmael. Son of Saul, Jonathan, Malchi-Shua, Abinadab, and Ishmael. And the son of Jonathan was Meribbaal, and Meribbaal was the father of Micah. Sons of Micah, Pithon, Melech, Teriah, and Ahaz. Ahaz father Jehoiada, and Jehoiada father Alamas, Asmapheth, and Zimri. Zimri father Mosa father Binli. Rapha was his son, Elsa his son, and Azal his son. Azal had 6 sons, and these are these: Azrikam, Bochari, Ishmael, Shir, Obadiah, and Hannah. All these are the sons of Azal. The sons of Eshek, his father. Ulam was firstborn, Juice the second, and Levi left the third. All the sons of Ulam were men who were mighty warriors. Bowmen, having many sons and grandsons, 150. All these were Benjaminites. All Israel was according to genealogy, and these were all written in the book of the Kings of Israel. And Judah was taken into exile in Babel because of the breach of faith. Now the first to dwell in their possessions, and this is where Israel, their priests and the Levites, the temple servants, and so the heap of Judah, Benjamin, Ephraim, and Manasseh lived in Jerusalem. Uzziah, the son of Amahah, son of Omri, the son of Imri, son of Bani, from the sons of Paris, son of Judah, and of the Shilonites, Asaiah, the firstborn of his sons. Of the sons of Zerah, Jew, and their kids, 690. Of the Benjaminites, Salih, the son of Mishal, son of Hodavi, the son of Hasuena, Abner, the son of Joraham, El, the son of Elodi, son of Mitri, and Mishal, the son of Shephatiah, the son of Ro, son of Ibnijah. And they continued according to their generations, 956. All these were heads of the fathers' houses, according to their fathers' houses. El the priest, Jedeh, Jehoiarib, Jachin, and Azariah, the son of Hilkiah, son of Mishal, son of Zadok, son of Meriah, son of Hetam, chief officer of the house of God, and Nay, the son of Jehoiarib, son of Pasha, son of Malchid, and Maasai, the son of Adiel, son of Jasser, son of Mishal, son of Mishaloth, son of Immer. Besides their kingdom, heads of their fathers' houses. Heads of their fathers' houses were 1,760. Mighty men for the work of the service besides the house of God. Of the Levites, Shimei, son of Hashem, son of Azrikam, son of Hashabi, of the sons of Mary, and Bakbakkar, Harish, Gallo, and Mattaniah, son of Micah, son of Zitri, son of Asaph, and Obadiah, the son of Shimei, son of Gallo, son of Jeduthun, and Berechiah, the son of Asa, son of Elkanah, who lived in the villages of the Netophathites. And the gatekeepers were Shalom, Akab, Talmud, and Hema, and the kinsmen. Until then, they were in the king's gate on the east side, the gatekeepers of the camps of Levi. Shalom, the son of Korah, son of Abiasaph, son of Korah, and his kinsmen as well as his. And the Korahites were in charge of the work and service. Keepers of the thresholds of the tent, as their fathers had been in charge of the camp of the keepers on the end, and Phinehas, the son of Els, was the chief officer over them in time past. In time past, the Lord was with them. Zechariah, the son of Meshalmiel, was gatekeeper at the entrance of the tent. All these who were chosen as gatekeepers at the thresholds were 212. They were enrolled by genealogies in their villages. David and Samuel, the seer, established them in their office of trust. So they and their sons were in charge of the gates of the house of the Lord, as of the house of the tent. And Scars, the gatekeepers, were on the 4 sides, east, west, north, and south. And their kinsmen who in their villages were open gates to come in every 7 days, in turn to be with these were the 4 chief gatekeepers, who were Levites, were entrusted to be over the chambers and the treasures of the house of God, and they enlarged the house of God lay the duty of watching and lay in charge of opening it every morning. Some had charge of the utensils of service, so they were required to count them, and they were brought in and taken out. Others of them were applauded over the furniture and over the old holy utensils, also over the fine fire of the wine, the oil, the incense, and the spices. Others of the sons of the priests prepared the mixing of the spices, and Matithia, one of the Levites, the first one to shout on the Korahai, was entrusted with making the flat cakes. This some of the kinsmen at the Kohath in charge of the sherbet, to prepare every Sabbath. Now these the singers, the heads of the father's house of the Levites, from the chamber of the temple free from other sides. They were on duty day and night. These were heads of the father's house of the Levites. According to the generation of the Levites, these lived in Jerusalem, and Gideon lived there. Lived the father of Geo, and the name of his wife was Maacah. And his first one was son Abdon, then Zerah, Kish, Baal, Noah, Nadab, Gedor, Ahio, Zechariah, and Mikloth. And Mikloth was his father Shimi. And the Easters lived opposite the kinsmen Jerusalem with the kinsmen. Their father Kish, Saul father Jonathan, and Malchishua, and Ishmael. And the son of Jonathan was Meribah, and Meribah father Micah. And the sons of Micah, Pithon, Melech, Tariah, and Ahaz. And Ahaz father Jerah, and Jerah father Alameth. Azmaaveth, and Zimri father Moses father Bini, and Raphael his son. Raphael was his son. Eliezer his son, and Azel his son. Azel had 6 sons, and these are the names: Azrikam, Bochari, Ishmael, Sheariah, Obadiah, and Hannah. These are the sons of Azel. Proverbs 4. Here sounds the father's instruction: be attentive that you may gain. So for I give you good precepts, do not forsake my teaching. When I was son with my father, tended the only one in the sight of my mother, he taught me and said to me, let your heart hold fast to my words, keep my commandments, and live, get wisdom, gain insight. Do not forget and do not turn away from the words of my mouth. Do not forsake it, and she will keep you lovely, and she will guide you. The beginning of wisdom is this: get wisdom. And whenever you get insight, press her highly, and she will exalt you. She will honor you if you embrace her. She will place in your head a grateful crown, and she will bestow on you a beautiful crown. Hear my son, and accept my words, that the use of your life may be many. I have taught you the way of wisdom. I have led you in the path of right. When you walk, your step will not be heavy, and if you run, you will not stumble. Keep hold of instruction. Do not let go. God offers you your life. Do not enter the path of the wicked. Do not walk in the way of evil. Avoid. Do not go and turn away from it and pass on, for they cannot slay unless they have done wrong. They are robbed and slain unless they may someone stumble. But they eat the bread of wickedness and drink the wine of violence. For the path of the righteous is like the light of dawn, which shines brighter and brighter into the full day. The way of the wicked is like deep darkness. They do not know over what they stumble. And some be attentive to my words, incline your ear to my sayings. Let them not escape from your sight. Keep them within your heart. For they are life to those who find them, and healing to all their flesh. Keep your heart with all their joints. For from the flow the springs of life. Put away from you close speech, and put deep salt far from you. Let your eyes look directly for, and your gaze be straight before you. You're under the path of your feet. Then all your ways will be sure. Do not swerve to the right or to the left. You turn your foot away from evil. Psalm 12. Save I love for the godly one is gone, for the faithful and vanisher among the children of men. If one slice to his name, with flattering lips and a double heart they speak. May the Lord cut off all his flattering lips. Tongue that makes great breasts, those who say with a tongue we will prevail. That lifts up with us, who is master of us. Because the poor planted, because the needy ground. Oh, narrow rise, says the Lord. Now placing in the sea for which he longs, the words of the Lord are pure words. Like silver refined in furnace on the ground. Purify 7 times, you alone will keep them. You will guard from this generation forever. On every side is the wicked, as the Lord is exalted among the children of man. Now this nationality of the Lord's prayer. They say, it's a Father in heaven. Hallowed be your name. Your kingdom come, your will be done on earth as it is in heaven. Give us today our daily bread. Forgive us our debts, yours to forgive our debtors. Haste not into temptation, but deliver us from the evil one. For yours is the kingdom and the power and the glory forever. Amen. See you tomorrow. Bye.